Hello friends, and welcome into the Cowboys Report. I am your host, Tom Downey, with clothing today provided by Kashiyama, the smart tailor. They got me this awesome new, perfectly tailored suit. And speaking of awesome and new and perfect, that is the Cowboys offense. Let's grade the game against the Giants, an impressive win. It's a no-brainer for a start here. It's an A. The offense, was it absolutely perfect? No, not really. They didn't score 59 like the Ravens did against the Dolphins, but I wanted to wait and see before I anointed Kellen Moore as the savior. I heard the buzz, I heard the expectations. This was everything I could have hoped for. 35 points, 405 passing yards through the air, 89 yards on the ground, no turnovers. They didn't even try in the fourth quarter, they just ran it every time. Imagine if I had told you guys, before week one, hey, the Cowboys have 89 yards on the ground against the Giants. You would have gone, oh no, did they lose? No, they blew out New York instead. So here's my question for you. Do you like Kellen Moore's new offense? If the answer is well then like the video. And if the answer is no, I think you're blind. You should probably go get that checked out. Please stop watching, because how can you not like the Kellen Moore offense? When we went through the 5 things I wanted to see, all of the play action, check. Motion, check. Use Dak's legs in the red zone. Didn't really matter because they didn't have that many snaps in the red zone. They did run some options, but it didn't matter in the end because they scored before they even got in there. I wanted to see different situational play calling. Got it. I got what I wanted out of Kellen Moore. I got early down passes, and this is exactly what I wanted from Kellen Moore, at least through one game. So the offense, obvious A. The defense, not quite as high for me. I'm going to give them a C+. And they get credit because they did win the game, and at first glance, only 17 yards allowed, or points allowed. Problem is the yards allowed, 470. That number's got to come down. Has to come down if the Cowboys are going to have more success against better teams. The big thing, though, the big thing I liked, takeaways. There were 2 of them. And there was almost 3 because everyone's almost forced to fumble on the very first drive for New York. I like that. That's a big factor. I will allow more yards if you force more turnovers and take the ball away. But a little bit touch and go at times there. It helped the Cowboys have the ball for so much of this game. All right, so A, C+. Special teams. I'm going to give it a B+. I don't have that many complaints. Maher didn't miss any of his extra points. Chris Jones punted well. There weren't very many allowed punt return yards or kickoff return yards allowed. There was a great play by C.J. Goodwin. Good showing, but compared to the offense, it's not quite an A there. All right, guys, as I mentioned, clothing today is brought to you by Kashiyama, the smart tailor. They hooked me up with this custom tailored suit, and the experience was easily the best I've had at any suit fitting, all right? Tailored just for me. It's custom made. And these start, by the way, at $300, a.k.a. what you're going to pay for, a mediocre fitting at a other national suit chain. So head over to Kashiyama. Email them today, dallas@kashiyama.com. I'll get that link in the description for you guys to get fitted for your perfect suit today. We will continue with our theme of perfect fitting. That is Kellen Moore and this fit with Dak Prescott. I told you guys, I was burned last year by hearing for months, it's a Dak-friendly offense. Guess what we got in week 1? A Dak-friendly offense. All of the A-pluses for Kellen Moore. Did I love every single play call? I didn't love the wheel route fade to Jameez Olawale, but whatever. Maybe could have done a couple of things different here. But how long have we been waiting for an offense that dominated in the way that they did today? We've had some success in terms of the ground being dominant, but this was a game where the Cowboys' run game wasn't that effective. Instead, Kellen Moore utilized what I wanted to see more than anything. Early down passing, specifically with play action. It works. And it worked in this one. Prescott said the offense felt like a well-oiled machine. It looked that way on film. I can't wait to go watch the All-22, get the aerial view there. 4 different Cowboys had receptions of 25 yards. 3 of them, by the way, went for touchdowns. So with that in mind, as we heap all of the praise upon Kellen Moore, and rightfully so, give me a one word to describe what Kellen Moore's offense is. Maybe you're going to go with excited, amped, better. good, great, whatever. I got one, though. And it's a word that I stole from Twitter. Shout out Mike White. He said it was cool that I could take it. It's a made-up word, Kelevation. That's what this is. This is the Kelevation. Kellen Moore's offense is elevating those around him. It's elevating Dak Prescott, the offensive line, the entire receiving corps. More on them in a little bit. So I am going with a made-up word, Kelevation. That is this offense. I am all in. I am all fired up. Cowboys going to win the whole damn thing this year. Now, do you guys wear a suit to work? Let me know in the comment section. Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. I'll explain why in a little bit here, but I like this now. It's a nice new suit. It's even got, can't really tell, but it's got my name right there. Got my name etched in there. It's awesome. So let me know, do you guys wear a suit to work? Type 1 for yes and 2 for no. Moving on now to one Rain Dakota Prescott. A+ for Dak as well. I'm sure the haters and losers, of which sadly there are many, will come up with excuses as to why Dak wasn't so great. Look, if we got criticism for Dak Prescott, y'all, we are nitpicking. We like, oh, Dak can't throw the football. Dak can't throw for 300 yards. Yeah, bullshit. 25 of 32, 405 yards and 4 touchdowns. Was he absolutely perfect? No. NFL quarterbacks do not go 32 of 32. Going 25 of 32? That's pretty damn close. And oh, by the way, his passer rating, the NFL stat of it, was perfect. The first time that has happened since Craig Morton back in 1969. This is the most passing yards in a single game in the season opener for an NFL, for a Cowboys quarterback. Dak did that. Not Aikman, not Roger, not Romo. So should the Cowboys pay Dak right now? I think the answer here is yes. You kind of see why I said, yeah, I should probably pay him before Jared Goff gets done. Oops, kind of cost yourself some money there. Jerry Jones did say late tonight, and I should say late Sunday night, that a deal with Dak was imminent. We'll see when it happens. Now we move to the Dak drama. I think those people who didn't want to pay Dak, they feel a little bit better now about giving Dak Prescott the big bucks. Dak was great, and so too is a Kashiyama suit. Find your perfect fit. Get set up for an appointment at dallas@kashiyama.com. Again, I'll make sure that's in the description for you guys. Now, I got married recently and did not wear a Kashiyama suit because I didn't know that they were a thing. I had to trade out pants with my best man because the pants came with a tear in them. Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks, redacted men's blank chain. You can fill in the words there because I almost did the exact same thing again this time around. Go get hooked up with Kashiyama at dallas@kashiyama.com. Email them today. They will get you guys hooked up with a fitting and get your perfect fit in your perfect suit. Moving on now to Zeke Elliott, because you have to establish the run, right? Here's the thing. No, you don't. You saw it in this one. The ground game wasn't that effective. It didn't matter. If you run play action, linebackers and safeties bite on it, especially when you happen to have Zeke back there. Was Zeke at his best? No, not really. Was the O-line at their best? Not really. 13 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown for Zeke, plus 1 reception for 10 yards. Tony Pollard kind of came in late. In reality, they kind of did what I said pregame. Let's check in the fourth quarter, see what the score is. If it's a blowout, just sit Zeke. That's what the Cowboys did in this one. They had a lesser workload. They threw it on early passing downs. They got him involved in the screen game. The one touchdown was a great one, a 10-yard run. It was not Zeke's best game. Of course, we have high expectations for Zeke Elliott. He's definitely a key factor. He's a big reason why I think the play action works so effectively, but he didn't have his best game. It's okay. Last year, Zeke going for 13 for 53, they would have lost by 20. This time, they pretty much won by 20. All right, more grades. Let's move to the wide receivers here. Michael Gallup gets an A. That was an impressive showing out of Mr. Gallup. If the offense looks like that all year, they might have 2,000-yard receivers. Gallup was incredible. Lots of nice run after the catches. So too was also, wow, that makes sense. Also great was Amari Cooper. I'm only going to give Cooper an A- though. He had a drop, as did Zeke Elliott. So 2 of Dak's incompletions were drops. But overall here, for the Cowboys' top receivers, Gallup, Cooper, and Randall Cobb, if you get that every single week, you're going to go undefeated. Or maybe you go 14-2 or 15-1. But that level of production and the total yard, the averages there, that's incredible. Now, Gallup did not score, but 7 for 158, and no scores, of course. Cooper, 6 for 106. His foot seemed fine. And Randall Cobb with maybe the highlight of the day, that just abusiveness of a Giants defensive back. 4 for 69, 1 touchdown. Meanwhile, Cole Beasley dropped a pass that led to an interception. The Cowboys receiving core, folks, was fantastic in this one. Overall, they looked great, and you can too with our friends over at Kashiyama. They provided today's nice-looking suit here. Go get your own. It's a great fitting suit. It is designed specifically for you. All of them are custom made. They're all custom fit. They cost as low as $300, which is great because that's the normal cost of a suit, but the fabric's way better. You're not going to sweat through it in Dallas. That's a big deal for me because it does get a little hot sometimes in here, especially late at night. So go find your perfect fit. Email Kashiyama at dallas@kashiyama.com to get fitted today. By the way, folks, go ahead and grade this tailored suit. Let me know. Again, you're grading the suit, not my appearance, but just the suit. It's a big difference there. At least that's what my wife tells me. Grade the tailored suit. A, B, C, D, or F. I am grading the Cowboys right now. Now you can grade me. However, I want positive feedback only. Keep that in mind. A. I should have just gone A. It's a mistake on my part. But, make it up to me. Just type in A's for me in the comments section. We didn't really talk much about the defense because the offense, I think rightfully so, got all the attention in this one. I'm going to give DeMarcus Lawrence, though, a B+. It was not his best showing, but coming off the surgery, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery. I think he had at least credit for the main sack, if not half a sack there. But overall, Lawrence, look, he looked the part. He didn't get as much hurries as I would have liked, but I give him a lot of bonus points for that very critical and very timely forced fumble, even though Leighton Van was also involved in that one. So final question, this one's for you. How many sacks for DeMarcus Lawrence this season? Let me know in the comments section. I'll put the over-under 11.5, which is high, I know, but 11.5. Let me know what you guys think. How many sacks will DeMarcus Lawrence get this year? Hey Cowboys fans, thanks for watching the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, click right here to subscribe to our channel for all the best Cowboys coverage on the internet. That's news, rumors, highlights, mailbags, film studies, and a whole lot more. And I'm making your lives a little bit easier as well with the next Cowboys Report video right here.